and you're really going to click it in and then turn it on once you get all the bulbs in to see if you're working, and voila. Excuse me. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Chris from Afro Beets, back at it again, and today we're going to be talking grow lights, specifically my setup, how I built it, and yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this thing. If you love this channel and enjoy the content and brings you value, make sure to subscribe to the channel for your garden table content. Let's go. All right, look, this is what we got here. We got some pipes, we got some pieces. This is the whole ass IKEA setup. So we're gonna do this and we're gonna do it right. This is what you need. You need the grow lights. You need the bulbs that go with the lights. You need the ropes. You need all the pieces that come in the kit that I'm gonna put in the description below. You got the little gate fence thing that kind of sits on top, and then the piece of plywood. All right, so let's go ahead and set this up. So we're gonna take our 2 foundation pieces. It's basically 3 frames attached to each other, right? So once you get the first frame down, the other frames are pretty easy. You just kind of set it up in like a square like situation. You see they have multiple holes in the bottom pieces. That's to put the longer pieces within to create that frame. And yeah, you can see that. So I'm laying these down to start off my base. I'm putting in the long pieces and attaching to each side, and I'll explain a little bit further down the line that for some of them you don't need all 3 pieces for what we're trying to do, but I actually like to put the end pieces on first and then try to snug in the little middle piece and make that work. All right, so once we get our bottom frame down, we're going to start on the next frame. So set up the next frame, and then you're going to attach some bars to the bottom of that frame, and we're going to attach. But don't forget your little gate piece on top. That's going to be what you're going to put the actual seed tray on. So all we did was add 4 pieces to the corners. Those are not the same size. They're smaller. You have 2 sizes. One is for going, I should say horizontally, and the other pieces, the smaller pieces, are vertical. So there's only 2 types of pieces. So once you get that second frame done, notice I didn't put the middle piece in that top frame. You're just going to put that on top. Now I'm building one more frame, and as you can see, I am struggling a little bit, but we got it. Your boy's on top of it. And so make sure they're in there real good, because you can get them in there and they not be fully secure. So go ahead and put that in, and then add your other pieces on top. Okay, so we have our other pieces going on top of the second frame. We didn't put any bar in the middle, and then we're adding our final frame on top, which also has the 3 bars within it. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that is secure and nicely fit that on top. And this is what our base frame looks like. So now our next objective is to get our grow light rigged. Okay, this is what it looks like with the lights actually inside the grow light. You want to be very careful with these bulbs inside of this lamp or this grow light, because they're very delicate. They can break very easy if you're not careful. Yeah, you've seen these before. You've probably seen people smash these in alleys and stuff like that. Look, be careful with these. These are expensive, okay? They give you 5 of them, but you want to take care of these as much as possible. Next, we have our ropes. So this is our rigging system. I like these ropes a lot because they're very adjustable. You can like click them up and down. You can loosen them. You have 2 clips. You have the adjustable one, which I'm showing right here. And then you have the one that's actually going to be tied to the grow lights. That's just to hold it into place and clip. There's like a metal like wire on the grow lights that you're attaching to. Then you have the bottom of this rope. I like to tie a knot so you don't lose that rope when you're going and adjusting it. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and rig this system up. So this is me clipping the grow lights Again, make sure the non-adjustable ring is the one that you're clipping to that kind of like silver cord right there. That's going to be your foundation. Then you're going to go ahead and wrap the adjustable clip around that top bar. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, wrap it around that top bar, and bring it on through. So this is going to, I want to make sure that this is kind of facing my direction. I always have the adjustable kind of button that allows you to adjust the string on the outside. That would be super important, just making it easy on yourself through this whole process. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around so that it's nice and secure. This is also important why you need to make sure those bars are snug inside those holes, because if they're not, then it could be a problem later on and you don't want to break your investment. So now I'm taking the adjustable clip and kind of wrapping around that second bar from the bottom, and then I'm pulling it so it's very snug and tight. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap that cord, the end cord or the end rope around. Oh, sorry. Once you get the rope nice and snug, you're actually going to put that second bar through the clip. So there's like a little hole where the clip is. I kind of like snug, like put it in there and make it snug. Give it a little bit of a push, about 2 feet in, and then I go ahead and put it back in its hole and making sure it's secure. This is going to help it stand, because you can't put it on the actual kind of like gate part of the shelf, because that will just like make it loose and it's not secure at all. So you're going to do this on each side, so just be aware of that. This last part, I'm just taking my rope and I'm tying it around. I'm wrapping it around so it's completely all the way around and just tying it at the end. All right, so once you go ahead and have finished tying this up, you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So you got 4 times you have to do this process. So once you do that, you really want to stick with the same side first. So do one side at a time. So this is me doing the other side, basically. All right, so now let's get to the challenging part. So once you start rigging your other sides, getting all the clips ready, good to go, you're really going to have to balance this baby out, because it is a beast, okay? When you're trying to balance this out, it's going to take a lot of grit. It's going to take a lot of strength not to just smash every bit of light that you're trying to set up. I mean, it can get frustrating, so you have to be patient. If you can get a buddy for this, definitely do it. But just make sure you're being careful. You really want to adjust it so that everything is even and on the same field. So you want to start with one side at a time, like I said. So I'm going to start off with the left side here, and I'm going to give it a pull, and I'm going to bring it up as high as I can without hurting the lights. I might have to hold the lights with one hand and then pull with the other hand. It's really a balancing process here, guys. You're gonna have to take your time with this. It might take a few minutes just to figure it out, but I encourage you to use one side at a time. At some point, you're gonna get too close to where you're trying to get, or you're just gonna be like, to hell with it, and get it to a point where your grow light is even. So once you get to that point, then it's time to actually assemble the light bulbs. All right, now you're ready to assemble your light bulbs. You're gonna get under this bad boy like you're a mechanic, and you're gonna take your bulbs and find out how to put these in their right socket. So this could get confusing. At first, when I saw this, I was like, oh, you put it in like a socket, because it has like 2 like prongs on it, but it's more of like you're lifting it inside of it. It's not, like it's like a click. You're like putting it into place. You're going up motion. You're not like a plug-in motion. You're going to put in up motion. Then you're going to rotate it until you hear a click. You're going to do about like a 1/4 of an inch rotation, and you're really going to click it in and then turn it on once you get all the bulbs in to see if you're working, and voila. Oh. Ooh,
Excuse me. All right. Then you're gonna go ahead and put the gate on it. No, you're gonna go ahead and put the little top piece on it. Then you got your plywood. We're gonna put the finishing touches on that and put that on the bottom. And then go get your favorite plant situations. Put whatever garden stuff you want on the table. Light it up, and then there you go. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can adjust this bad boy. Again, that's the whole point of the clipping system. Just put it up and down as you please, and then you'll get some beauties like these. You know we need them because this weather is tripping. But let me know if you guys have any questions.
Well, that's it for today, y'all. If you like this video, hit that like button, share this video with your fellow gardeners and foodies, and I'll talk to y'all later. Also, remember, keep moving to the beat of your own drum. Peace.